When I graduated high school, I got a new car. Not a new car, let me get this right. It was an old car. In fact, it was a prior salvage, that's why we got it so cheap. It was a 1999 Chevy Cavalier. And I was okay with this Cavalier because the Fast and the Furious movies that came out when I was in high school. So the idea of this movie was you take a small, cheap car like a Honda Civic and you put money into it and you soup it up and you make it nice and you make it fast. So I was like, yeah, I can do that. I'll take this base model Cavalier, no big deal. And I would kind of soup it up and make it my own and kind of make it fun. See, but the thing is, that's really expensive. And in movies, you can't really tell. I guess that's why they were stealing from those trucks to actually pay for all of this stuff. I didn't think about that at the time. So my Cavalier never got souped up. It never got that great. It was just a very base model, simple, basic Chevy Cavalier. It was an economy car. It was built to get good gas mileage. It did the job. It got me from point A to point B and on weekends point C. It was great. But I noticed that once you hit a certain speed, the car would start to shake a little bit. And it made me a little bit nervous. I avoided doing that as much as I could because of that. So at one point while I'm down in Oklahoma, I needed to get some repairs done on the car. So my brother-in-law, who knows how to work on cars, let me borrow his car so that I had something to drive while he was doing the repairs. His car was not a baseline Chevy Cavalier. He had a Ford Mustang. This was a powerful Ford Mustang with a V8 engine that had been modified and built for even more power and more speed than even came from the factory on this car. So he gives me the keys, I back out of his driveway, start going through the neighborhood, and the thing just feels like it's lobbing real hard, like it can't even breathe, going 15, 20 miles an hour through his neighborhood. It's just struggling. This feels weird to me, like this one feels like it has problems. But once I took the right turn onto the freeway, where the speed limit was 65 miles an hour, and stepped on it, I flew through those gears, and I was speeding before I could even think about it. The car was driving perfect, it felt great, it got up so fast, and I was just thinking, this car was built for speed. I got to thinking, the intended purpose of these cars, both of them did well at their intended purpose. When the Mustang was going slow, it didn't feel good, it didn't feel right, it wasn't happy, because that wasn't its intended purpose. On the other hand, you had that Cavalier, it definitely was not built for speed. You were created by God for a specific purpose. You will not be happy, you will not be comfortable outside of that purpose. Maybe you're following your own path and you're trying to do your own thing and you're wondering why you're not happy and why you're not comfortable. It's because that's not what you were created to do. Just like these cars had creators with specific intentions in mind, whether it's economy to save on gas or just built for speed, that's what it's created to do, and that's its purpose, and that's when it's gonna run best, and that's when it's gonna be most satisfied. Your life, you are gonna run the best in your life, you are gonna be the happiest, you're gonna be the most fulfilled when you are in God's plan and God's purpose for your life. So what were you created to do? What is your creative purpose in life? God made you unique for a unique purpose, and you're never gonna be satisfied until you live out that purpose and you're walking in that plan. God created you unique, God created you special, God created you for His specific purpose. That Chevy Cavalier would not have made it in the purpose of that Ford Mustang because it didn't have the speed, it didn't have the ability to live like that. That Mustang was not happy driving in the neighborhood roads at 20, 25 miles an hour because it wasn't created for that. You're not gonna be satisfied living somebody else's life, somebody else's calling. You're not gonna be happy and content in life until you are fulfilling your God-given creative purpose in life. God built you specifically for His purpose and His plan. Don't ever settle for anything else. Hey, thanks for watching my video. I hope you liked it. If you did, can you do 3 things for me? Can you like the video, subscribe to my channel, and tell your friends?